I'm going to start out with a story about a young woman named Heather Hurd. Heather was 26 years old and on a normal day was going to see her wedding planner to discuss arrangements. She was driving on a Florida highway about 2 years ago when a truck plowed into her car. The driver was texting and lost control of his vehicle. Heather died instantly from the crash. Her mother, Kim Hurd, told a young student learning about the dangers of texting while driving that she would never have been a mother of a bride, never have grandchildren from her daughter, and that it destroyed her. Ever since that day, Heather's parents, Russell and Kim, have made it their mission to outlaw texting behind the wheel. This evening I'll be discussing the dangers and ways to prevent texting while driving. Now, can you please raise your hand if you have ever texted while you were driving? This is a real-life example, and a recent study by Nationwide Insurance found that 1 in 5 people have texted while driving, and the number increases to 2 in 3 amongst 18 and 34-year-olds. Text messaging was invented around the early 90s and did not gain popularity until the 2000s, with a gradual increase in the amount of messages being sent. As texting became more popular, people started to use their cell phones more and more during daily activities. In a recent survey, 79% of people claimed to have used their phone while using the restroom, 18% during a wedding, 41% while skiing or riding a bike, and a survey conducted by the AAA Travel and Motorist Group found that 50% of people have sent a text message while driving. When cell phones were first invented, they were used only to communicate with others. Now, since the invention of smartphones, people are using their mobile devices not only for phone calls and text messaging, but emailing and social networking as well. Now that we know a little about the growing popularity and expanding usage of texting and cell phones, we can identify why it has suddenly become such a problem. While driving, you are forced to constantly pay attention to your surroundings, from street signs, lights, pedestrians, your speed, and the other cars around you. A car is filled with the normal distractions, such as music, controls, and other passengers. Now we have another major distraction to worry about: texting on a cell phone. When you take your eyes off the road to write or send a text message, you are increasing your chances of getting into a car accident. This urge we feel to stay connected not only on social networks, but through texting our friends and family has severely increased dangerous situations on roads and highways. Wherever you take your eyes off the road, you are not fully aware of things happening around you. It is important to be aware of what could happen when all of your attention is not on driving. I have provided some of the many statistics on texting while driving in this PowerPoint slide. According to the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety, using your cell phone while driving has been found to quadruple your risk of crashing. Drivers engage in distracting secondary tasks more than half the time they spend driving. The AAA Foundation's 2009 Traffic Safety Culture Index found that 35% of drivers feel less safe today than they did 5 years ago. 2 out of 3 drivers aged 13 to 34 repeated using a cell phone while driving. And here are 2 YouTube videos.
Did you let the video load?
Buckles on the line. Yes, I know he's a dumb. Rules, you're going outside with Jennifer to do your business. Right by your favorite bush. The green one.
Brittany, time travel is possible. It's totally possible. Yeah, and what about the space-time continuum? The fabric of time is interwoven.
Some people choose unlimited calling. Others choose unlimited texting. But there's one thing not included in any calling plan. The common sense not to talk or text while you drive.
Although these statistics are unsettling and surprising, we can dramatically reduce them by fighting the urge to pick up a cell phone. A very simple and easy way to ensure that you do not text while drive is to place your cell phone somewhere out of sight, like the glove compartment or trunk. Out of sight, out of mind can be applied here. Therefore, if it is not in reach, you will not endanger yourself. You can also make sure to make any important phone calls and any important emails or text messages, and then turn off your cell phone before you begin driving. Since cell phones are still fairly new in technology, we need to learn to prevent future habits, such as the prominent texting behind the wheel. Laws continue to be passed in order to reduce the amount of accidents caused by this simple distraction. It takes less than a second for something to occur that could dramatically change your life forever. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and please be safe and smart when behind the wheel.